What is up, guys? Ben Allen back again with part 3 of my Know Your MOS series, and today's MOS is a good one. It's highly requested. It's 11 Bravo infantrymen, either or. But yeah, guys, I have Sergeant Powell with me, and he's going to be talking about pretty much his MOS and just some of the things to look out for, like how physically demanding it is, you know, what advice he'd give to y'all coming into the MOS, and just a little background on him. He has 4 years prior Marine service and about a year in the Army right now. He's currently in E5. He's 23 years old, right? So a year older than I am. He's definitely got way more experience in the military than I do. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get to it. So right off the bat, jumping into the questions, right? So what advice do you have for incoming soldiers who plan to pursue your specific MOS? Like, what should somebody who's talking to recruiters right now, like, what should they know? Like, what should they be preparing for when coming into this MOS, you know, 11 Bravo?
They should be prepared for being mentally and physically challenged. And, you know, if you're not PTing on your own a lot, like, I'm not the biggest dude, you know, but you need to start lifting weights. I mean, I constantly try to, and then I just lose it all. But you need to be, like, doing things intelligently. If you don't know what you're doing, research it online. You should be running. Running is extremely important.
Okay, that's good. So being physically fit, right? That's something you would tell them to start working on.
And mental fitness.
Mental fitness, like getting their mind right, like just making sure, like just them knowing they're gonna have to deal with like some stupid things every now and then.
Have to deal with stupid things. Know that you're going to be in pain a lot. You know, that sounds really bad, but hey, that's the infantry. When you carry a freaking ruck on your back for long periods of time, you're not happy. I'm not, never happy. You just got to go through it and know there's a light at the end of the tunnel and that you're doing it for a reason.
Yeah, all right, so that's very well put. That's some good advice. Like, you know, like if I were giving advice to like medics, I'd tell them pretty much the same thing, you know, just not that you're going to be not happy all the time. No, I'm happy some of the time. How physically demanding is your MOS?
I would say it varies a lot depending upon what you're doing, but the thing that sucks is like you can go to the field, be in great shape right before, and then you have a month and a half, you know, training, you're just going to lose a lot of that forward progress. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you would think maybe you maintain a lot of it. Most of the time that's not the case. But I know for a fact if I didn't put any forward effort in by like working out, running, swimming, whatever it may be, if I wasn't making that forward momentum, that month and a half would be a lot more miserable for me. I wouldn't be as mission capable, and I wouldn't be able to help the soldiers around me.
Sweet. So overall, pretty physically demanding then, right? So all the rucks, all the field missions, and you're a dismount, right? So you're definitely always going to be fucking on your feet, carrying something, your weapon, and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's see. If you could change your MOS, would you?
Would I? No, not at this point. I wouldn't change it. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I've kind of come to a conclusion with myself that I really like this.
So you're proud to be an infantryman?
Absolutely.
Nice. All right, cool. What made you pick, you know, the infantry?
Ooh. All right. So when I was in high school, about junior year, you know, everybody's like, you know, I was in advanced classes. I was a freaking nerd. And, you know, everybody's talking about college and all this. And I'm like, fuck that. Like, I don't want to go to college. Like, it wasn't, you know, the studying or anything. I was just, that's what everybody else is doing. Nothing about it really attracts me to it at all. Mm-hmm. Nothing's like, yeah, that's what I really want to do. And so, you know, I was just talking with one of my buddies, and he mentioned joining the Marine Corps, and I was like, yeah, right. You know, I had that idea floating around my head for a little bit. Did some research, looked into it, and then I was like, well, I want to go infantry, you know. And then, you know, as a kid, I always used to run outside, you know, play soldier, play army, just run around, you know, face paint, you know.
So it's just been instilled in you from a very young age, and you just figured after high school, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do something like this.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the hardest part about 11 Bravo?
Hardest part, everything in life. I would say the mental aspect of it. Staying mentally strong, even when it sucks. You haven't got much sleep. You haven't. Your boots are wet. You're just miserable, and still going out there and ensuring you're doing your job, and the soldiers to your left and right are doing the same. And I talk a lot about mental resiliency because it is the most important part.
It's definitely a big thing, and a lot of MOSs too. But I would definitely say, for the infantrymen, it plays a big factor because they're grinding a lot more than some other MOSs. So it's definitely a key factor that plays into them staying strong. So I know you didn't go to OSIT, right? But I know currently, because you were a Marine, so you just transitioned over, so you just came straight in as a NCO, right?
Yeah, straight in. My MOS transferred.
Okay, cool. So, all right, sweet. So you skipped OSIT, but what I know currently is that it's like 22 weeks or about to be 22 weeks long. Just for some of you that may be wondering, that's how long. Well, basic plus OSIT is like 22 weeks combined of training, right? So after you finish basic, the 9 to 10 weeks of that, then the rest of that will be OSIT training, and pretty much they just train you to do your like fundamental jobs. The warrior skills level 1, pretty much like the EIB stuff, right? Just all the stuff you were tested on. And for those of you that don't know, Powell is perfect to be talking about this MOS because he got his expert infantry badge literally like a week ago. I saw him cross the finish line. Well, I really didn't, but I was pulling med coverage. I saw him come to the halfway mark and pass. But congrats for that. So you are literally an expert in your job. So that's amazing, guys. Look out for a video that I'm going to be putting out either before or after this one. You guys will know by this point with 2 other guys talking about how to earn your EIB pretty much. Well, pal, thank you for coming on to the video. I really appreciate it. If you guys love the infantry or thinking of going infantry, comment infantry down below in the comment section and let me know what you guys think of this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already, and make sure to reach me at my Instagram, Ben_Allen175. It's the best possible place to reach me. I answer all my DMs, and yeah, guys, see you on the next one. Later.